So y'all know y'all live with Snapchat war, AI chatbot friend. I want y'all to see how much traffic is coming through this local community, family. Right? I want y'all to see how much traffic. You know, you hear my car. I got the laptop sitting on top of a car. Look at all this traffic that come in through this local community, family. And then I'm gonna let y'all see the conditions that I'm talking about in the community. Now we gotta ask ourselves, where's these people coming from, right? And where are they going if the local community is towed up? Now y'all see all this traffic. Now we got to ask ourselves, right? Where is all this traffic coming from, right? If this is the conditions of the community, right? This is the condition of the community. And this is all over. This just like this location, abandoned houses, right? So we, the local community, want to know, because they impose war on us, family. This is what they did when they imposed war on us. You see all this traffic. It ain't stopped yet, has it? That's them folks that came in through the local college, East Carolina University. These are all the college students. And they family. Remember the girl told me she bought 9 of her family members over here. This would be how they bought 9 of their family members over here receiving free government assistance. See, they all got nice cars, right? Nothing is wrong with their vehicles. All that is off the tap and green go. Right? That's that green dot that they got with the credit card system where they ain't paying for none of this. Right? They wanted to create what they call a holy war on the local people by them coming from overseas in the name of Jesus and Jehovah that they learned from overseas, and they brought a war to our community, right? And that will explain the different races that came in through that East Carolina University who are out here studying theology, going to war with the local people. Now, this is how our population grew out here. And we want to know, as the locals, how are they inside of our pockets living for free, right? And we don't have access to the services that they outside living for free on. This is what we call an act of war, family. Anytime they bogart your city and use a college and jobs to do it, that's them going to the jobs now to mess with the local people pockets, right? Most of that traffic is going to the hospital from East Carolina University, right? Because this bridge goes from East Carolina to that hospital, right? The science center down here grew, where they lab testing on the local community, right? They need us to go to these hospitals for them to test on, right? They need our children in these school systems for them to study, right? This how big that school done got. You see that traffic still ain't stopped, family. It's still going. It's still going. And this just, how many minutes into this video? A few minutes into this video, and this traffic is not stopped yet. Right? Everybody that look Greenville up on that map, Greenville, North Carolina, no, Greenville, North, ain't this big. Now, this is people leaving from Greenville, not including the ones you see on the other side that's just as deep, that's just going heavier, right? So where are the people going to if all this traffic is coming out of Greenville, right? Where's all that traffic on the other side that's just as heavy going to into Greenville? To whereas the local communities are in distress this bad, where's the infrastructure money going, family? Because right now it seems like a bunch of people bogarted our city to use our school systems, to take over our jobs, right? And take our stuff. This traffic is still moving, family. I just had to get out for a second to show y'all how they came in through these colleges. You see this traffic is still moving. Greenville is not this big, family. It's only a 5 to 10 minute walk from one side of town to the other. Literally. This is why Greenville is on a slowdown. Look at all this traffic. Everybody in the car and ain't nobody walking. All of these terrorists have came in and tore down the local people stuff. That's why I was telling y'all about a digital war. They in these schools and in these school systems, following us around with the technology, tracking our kids through these school systems, right? Half of these people are working at this hospital, infecting the local community. That's why I said you got to be careful, because that's where the disease war come in. That you see all this right here. That's them running that disease back and forth through this school. That's them experimenting at this school. This is why the AIDS rate is so high, because you see all this traffic right here moving. This is why that number say 48,000 of them folks in that car ain't reporting they got AIDS. This is why we stand alone. This is why we buy ourselves. This is how high the AIDS rate is moving, and this is how fast that AIDS is moving in our city. This is why they mad at the local community, because this is them spreading that disease around. This is why they made the connection from that hospital to that school. Told y'all we're in a digital war, right? A cyber attack war with them stealing your information. We're in a disease war because they wanted to come out and disease everybody in America, right? Because their mission was to take America down through economics. Come in through our school systems, act as if they was seeking asylum, right? Dumb our children down, mad because we taught our children better, right? They want a war without fighting. This is a war without fighting through price gouging and penny pinching America. That traffic still ain't stopped. You see it going both ways. These are all terrorists. None of these people in these vehicles are Americans. None of them are American. Even at nighttime, I can show you at nighttime how dead the community is. And then when you get over here by this college and this hospital is jumping. When you get over here by the college, it's life. And then when you get into the community where the locals are, ain't no life going on. That's why we asking where all this traffic coming from. Where is this money in the city at? Because it's not accounted for in the local communities. Most of these people is run off taxpayer money. Most of these people are living off HUD, work visas, and things like that, and their families coming over here. Giving themselves a credit card scam, because you got to remember, they working themselves up from welfare, where they came in and tore up our stuff, right? So that they can beg for federal dollars through welfare. Oh, we need it because of community distress, right? NC Civil. That's where NC Civil came in at, right? Here we are there. Here come the college related to NC Civil, right? Come in, put your community in distress, and then after you get out the welfare, you can work your way up to a credit card or HUD Section 8 voucher way. Now you ain't got to live in the projects in the distressed community. You can come upgrade to the east side, and you can get you a nice piece of the pie. This is them taking a piece of the pie without working. Because you got to remember, they're getting paid to be terrorists in these jobs, to tear America down in the jobs. Not going to work to service themselves or Americans. They're going to work into these hospitals to take us down through a disease war. You got these nurses that's leaving from this hospital coming into our communities. Ain't no telling what they dropping off inside of your home that they carrying around with them. And nobody would know what's going on because you think you had a nurse to come to your house, and the whole time she come to your house to take you out. The traffic still ain't stopped, family. Where is it coming from? Boy, you like with Snapchat, quick AI chat bot for it. Boy, I just had to get up here a second, family. Sip a little coffee with y'all this morning and let y'all see what I'm waking up to every day, what I'm going through every night with these terrorists who have come in America, tearing up our stuff, using these fake lawyer systems, judge systems, police systems, right? Working through the IRS, working in these school systems to take down America. It's time to go to action, baby. It's time to put our military down. But we ain't playing with them. The local community already on. I'm going to keep y'all updated and let y'all keep seeing what these terrorists thought they were going to get away with through these school systems. calling themselves Black Lives Matter, but they not the Black Americans. These are the black folks who came over here who wanted to be us. Their race war is, it ain't got nothing to do with skin color. It has what they label themselves on paperwork, money work, right? It has nothing to do with skin color and the race war. It has to do with what they labeling themselves to get federal dollars, free money. That's what a race war is, right? You live with Snapchat Queen AI chatbot friends. We're gonna learn dialogue and we're gonna break down this war that's going on in America with these folks who got out here who don't want to go and pick the food off the trees, but they want us to give them federal dollars to feed themselves, and we ain't doing it. We be back.